you join me wherever you may be watching from on my very first televised, filmed, however you like to call it, ride for the Cleats Gites channel. I'm currently 29 kilometres into a relatively flat 92k route around Surrey. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Beautiful Saturday morning, nice and crisp, not too cold. I've managed to get the perfect amount of layers for this weather, so I'm not too warm, not too cold. Morning. Quite a few cyclists out today, always nice to see. So I've just stopped for a quick rest and a quick bite to eat in the village of Mid-30s. A bit more information about what we're doing today. So I'm doing a 92k route around Surrey, primarily in zone 2, so quite an easy pace. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm currently training for my first endurance race called the Nordic Chase, which is cycling from Copenhagen to Oslo. It's about 40 odd k, and currently in training for that, so I'm trying to replicate long steady days in the saddle. I'll be working my way up to doing weekend trips, long back-to-back days, 2 and 3, in preparation, just to make sure that I'm able to do it from a energy perspective, make sure I've got the stamina, and also from a conditioning perspective, which is just as important, ensuring that I can actually spend that long in the saddle without my backside falling off. So lovely little park here. Got a pond in the background. There's the trusty steed itself, Giant Defy Advance 3, which I've had for about 18 months now. My second bike, unfortunately, my first one got stolen about 3 weeks after I started cycling. I might go into more detail about that another time. It's quite a sad story, and I don't want to get my very first video off on an unhappy start, shall we say. So about 53k in now. Legs feeling really good, nice and warm. I must admit these flatter routes are a far more pleasant endeavour than smashing a load of hills. However, there is obviously satisfaction from a big hard climb, getting to the top, spending most of it wondering what the hell you're doing. Had my work's belated Christmas party last night, a bit late in the day. You could call it an early Christmas party if you'd like. And I always used to be very keen to get heavily involved, drinking lots of pints, lots of shots back in the day, but I've had somewhat of a sea change in my outlook over the last 18 months since I started cycling. And I actually left at 10 o'clock last night after being called boring. Morning! After being called boring on a number of occasions by some of my lovely colleagues. But maybe you're the same, maybe you've reached your mid-30s, you've done your drinking, your partying, and you've realised you want to take care of yourself a bit more, make the most of your weekends instead of just sitting in bed or on the sofa feeling the inevitably longer and more savage hangovers as you get older. If that's the case, then you might be interested in some of the content that I plan to produce. So, a little bit of off-roading here, which is not what I had intended, but this is sometimes what happens when you're following a route and you're not entirely sure where you're going. This is quite a nice little area. This is Hare Hill, and it's a good job I've actually got relatively thick tyres on my bike. They're 32mm, so they can stand up to a bit of rough treatment. Yeah, very nice around here. So that's the end of the first ride for the Cleats and Gites channel. Just had a bit of a palaver trying to get back in through the back door, back gate. The lock seems to have swollen or something, I don't know, so we're going to have to replace that. Anyway, I digress, that's not interesting. Had a really great ride today. Not the most aesthetically pleasing route, but as I mentioned, a really great course for getting a few kms into the legs. So finished up with about 90, just under 92 in the end. Average speed of just over 24 kilometers an hour, which I'm really pleased with. Don't feel too fatigued, so probably have to do some jobs this afternoon, do some cooking. I'm about to go and have some well-earned lunch, probably leek and potato soup that I made a couple of weeks ago. That could be something that I make for the channel. But yeah, I hope you've whoever's watching enjoyed this first episode, and hopefully it's the first of many. So I'm going to sign off for now. See you later.